Hey guys, we're fitting a horse here today. We get these kits in, we send them out, comes out flat, comes to you in a box, you put it in the oven like a pizza, and then you take it out and you put it on your horse's back and it makes a solid, rigid form for your horse. This one's a pretty standard actually, not too much going on here with this horse. I wouldn't imagine he's real hard to fit. I think the owner is just looking for a little better fit and to be able to fit them, best possible. So when we get done, I mean, this saddle's gonna fit lots of other horses. It's just gonna fit this horse really, really well. It comes in and we've got trees here in the shop that we can determine if we need to go custom or if we're gonna have to send the mold out and have a tree built by one of our tree builders. So we've got about 6 different brands and probably 10 different fits in here. I've already fit a few on here, but I'll show you just kind of the standard. This is a standard roping tree of ours. Fits it for the most part around middle of the back, everything's good, but notice how much gap we've got here and how wide that is. This is a full quarter horse bar, 7-inch gullet. This is a Beatty tree, great roping tree. And it just doesn't fit this horse real well. So that's the one standard that we test with and go off of. Here's one in a precision tree, which we use a lot of, and they do a lot of our custom fits. Fits about the same way. I mean, you got the same issue going on. What ends up, if you end up with too much pressure back here under the swell, and you end up with those white spots on a horse a lot when a tree is just too wide. These are both 7-inch gullets. I won't go into too deep right now, but the back fits pretty good. The rear of the bars, it actually fits pretty good. The rock is good on this horse. Not anything terrible there, but we are going to have to go to a much smaller gullet. These are both 7-inch gullets. This tree here was a custom tree that was built for a customer that sold their horse. And believe it or not, this tree actually fits this horse really well. If it was the right size seat for this customer, we would just build off of this tree and go ahead and take care of them. It's still not exactly right, but it would be a good fit. I think we're going to take this one into a full custom so the customer gets exactly what they want. And we're going to even fit this a little tighter. But you hear everybody talk about 7-inch gullets and big wide horses and wide gullets. This is a pretty big horse, but the way he's built, he actually needs, and you'll see this a lot of times. A lot of people always want to talk about 7-inch gullets. Well, this horse is going to end up. That's a 6 1/4 gullet on this horse. And we may actually end up in a 6-inch gullet on this horse. We'll see what the tree maker wants to do, but nonetheless, we will at least alter the bars a little bit, the angle of the bars, and we may very well end up in a 6 1/4. I mean, we've still got a little gap there. I'm sorry, we may end up in a 6. Still a little bit of gap that we could close up with that gullet. But anyway, we can adjust the gullet height, gullet width, we can adjust the bar angle, and you hear a lot of people talk about gullet widths. There's really more to do when you're fitting a horse. There's more to do with bar angle than there is gullet width. But everybody wants to talk about gullet width, right? And you see everybody, they sell you a used saddle, and they go online and they put a tape measure up there on a used saddle and they try to measure this gullet width, but you can't do it. On a built saddle, you cannot do it. And this is a prime example of it. There's nowhere here, once the leather's in there and you've got everything built up and done, there's nowhere there to actually get an accurate measurement off of a gullet that's on a saddle that's already built. So that's just something to look for when somebody starts saying what size the gullet is. You want either paperwork from the builder, the tree maker, or something like that if they're claiming a certain gullet. And you may not need paperwork, but when someone, there's a lot of people out there that are trying to sell a saddle or whatever, and they want to say, yeah, it's a 7-inch gullet. Everybody wants 7-inch gullet, so mine's a 7-inch gullet. They can set that tape measure anywhere they want between here and here on a built saddle and make it look, you know, that looks like an 8-inch, right? Well, the true measurement is up here. And again, you just can't tell when you're looking at a saddle. So that's built. But anyway, this saddle will go into a full custom build. This was an Empire tree that was built for this client. Nice trees also. Most of our trees are going to be wood trees and then fiberglass coated. We also have wood with rawhide, but the majority of the nice trees out there today, the higher quality trees, I believe, they're going to be fiberglass coated, possibly even have other coatings on them that strengthen them. So anyway, just wanted to give you a little background on what we do and how we do it, and this horse will go full custom. Thank you.